On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. And everything in this attack runs through him.
And this running back, man, he's been so much fun to watch this season. Like, he's been doing what he wants, and this offense has stayed on schedule, stayed on script. Now, this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be really, really fun. I think we're going to figure out, Palmer, how special he is. Can he carry this offense against an elite challenge on the other side of the football?
Yeah, and he's going to have to make people miss. That's going to be a big key today because the lanes aren't going to be there the way he's used to seeing them. And this is a defense that takes a lot of pride in their ability to gang tackle as well. So this may require a little bit of extra effort. He may have to make people miss behind the line of scrimmage just to get positive yards. But one thing you know about this guy, he's got elite ability. But this is a massive challenge.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football, two different guys, two different catches, two explosive plays.
Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for those players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Gets the back moving. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They hope this guy will be a big part of the offense. Corey Barney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has...
There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 40, the 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Finds this big tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good.
Turns on the Jets. Oh, what a cut. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Sparty. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out on the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Huskers! The extra point here would tie the game.
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moore.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's McCray. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Now on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now the pitch. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fears the pressure. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Took it all the way back to the house.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep.
And he'll finish the run. zone. Touchdown, Huskers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's West. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Snags it, and there's run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Quick release on the RPO. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. Got a little grass. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds his man down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. They feed him again, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Might as well stick with him. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll start this drive firing. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shakes off the defender. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They go to the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Ives. Got 9 yards on the play. Leads him with 3rd and a yard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A run for the quarterback. There's some room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble and throws.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply
throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Nelson.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
that play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Sparty. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.